Hello everyone, hope you're well. I haven't given a video for almost a week now because of the Kashmir attacks, and obviously I strongly feel against it. And I wanted to give a video, but I wouldn't be able to control my words, so I didn't put a video. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said enough, and he has made a very powerful speech, and I support him in everything that India are going to do, and condolences to all the families in Kashmir and to all of India. And India's soul can never be broken by anyone, any terrorist. And I just want to give my solidarity. I wanted to continue on my legend series, and today I wanted to give someone who will be the first legend who is younger than me, and someone who rewrote the record books many times. He is regarded as one of the best opening batsmen in Test cricket history, and he has a lot of records in his name. He is the highest scorer among left-handers. So, I mean, Kumar Sangakkara was the top left-handed batsman with most runs in Test cricket at a point. He broke Kumar Sangakkara's record, and he is the highest Test scorer as a left-handed. And he is also the youngest player in Test history to score 12,000 runs, and he's also the highest or youngest sorry, to score 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, and 12,000 test runs. And he's also the first English player to be involved in 50 test wins and had a record 33 centuries for England, and someone who was a very modest, very humble, and very well soft spoken person who always played cricket within the spirit of the game, and someone who was very admired for his behavior on and off the field, and someone who built up a stellar career for England. And he's also the captain that won a test series for England for the first time after 1984-85 in 2012, when England won the test series 2-1 against India. I'm talking about the magnificent Alastair Cook of England, who wrote the record books, rewrote the record books many a times. And he is Sir Alastair Cook, by the way. He was born 25th December in Gloucestershire in England, and he played 161 Test matches for England, which is a record. He is the highest, most capped Test player for England, and he scored a staggering 12,472 runs, overtaking Kumar Sangakkara's 12,400 as a left-hander. And his average was above 45, and he scored a record 33 centuries for England, and his highest was 294, which came against India. In one day matches, he scored more than 3,200 runs and has scored 5 centuries as well. But it is in Test cricket that he really showed his worth. And he had immense powers of concentration. I mean, his focus, concentration was just amazing. It was so difficult to get him out. And he had a very sound technique, obviously. And he was a very tall batsman. He was 6'2", but being a lean frame, he looked taller than that. And he used his height to great advantage when he played the shots, especially the pull shot. He pulled with authority, and he was really good on the offside and the leg side. Played all the shots and used to sweep ball against spinners. And he was a fabulous player against spin bowling. Normally, a lot of English batsmen were found wanting against spin, but he was excellent against spin. And in 2015, he became the highest run scorer in Asia for a non-Asian player, but that record was eventually broken by Joe Root of England, who is still playing. He is the second. He's a batsman with the second most runs in Asia for a non-Asian player, with 2,710 runs, which shows his ability against spin. Joe Root is first now, and he also broke the long-standing record of Alan Border for 153 consecutive Test matches, which was a world record. Alastair Cook broke that as well, which shows how good he was in the English Test team. I mean, playing more than 153 Test matches consecutively in a row. I mean, that was a record that Alan Border held for a long time. He broke that as well. And he also has a record for the world record for the most minutes spent batting in a five test series, which was 2,171 minutes in a five test series, which shows his powers of concentration. And his shot selection was also excellent. He never used to play bad shots. Very rarely did he use to poke at balls that he didn't have to. Obviously, as a batsman, you would do that, but his judge of shots was excellent. And being tall, like I said, he used his height to good advantage, and his powers of concentration were just excellent. Like Michael Vaughan of England, that I said, and a lot of great batsmen I have covered in this Legend series. And he was so difficult to dislodge. I mean, it was a very difficult combination. Like, I mean, a really good technique, a tall batsman, and also a good judge of shots. Didn't go for unnecessary shots, and he always looked so calm, composed at the crease. And he was a very loved cricketer as well for being so humble and modest as well. And he did put on a lot of big partnerships with a lot of players from England. And also, I mean, he has a very unique record. I mean, his first century, I mean, his debut match was against India at Nagpur, and he scored 100 on his debut at Nagpur. And he has also scored a century in his last match, his 161 match was against India as well, and he scored 100 at the Oval. So that makes him one of the very few players in cricket history, very rare record, to have scored a century on his debut and a century in his last match as well. And by the way, he also scored centuries in his first test matches against India, Pakistan, West Indies, and Bangladesh. The first match that he played against all these four teams, he scored 100 against them, and not anyone, no other batsman has done that. So Alastair Cook, from a very young age, doing a lot of things that others did not, and it was so obvious that he was going to be a big legend. The way he started his career, I mean, he was really difficult to get out, and he used to score a lot of runs. He was really good on the offside and leg side, swept really well, and like I said, I have to say it again, he really used to use his height to great advantage. I mean, he used to sweep the ball. He obviously had a big reach because of his height, and he used to really sweep the ball well. When he played the pull shot, also, you could see the way he used to use his height and his length. I mean, there are many batsmen who have been as tall or taller, but he is one player that I always think used his height to great advantage, and the posture that he had at the crease was just excellent as well. And he also played a pivotal role in England winning the Ashes in 2012. And later, when he became the captain, he also helped England retain the Ashes. And he played well against all nations everywhere, all around the world, not just in England, everywhere. Against Asian team, like I already said, he had the record for the most runs in Asia. And he also, as a captain, he has a record that he scored 500s as first five test matches as captain. He scored hundreds. So that is a lot of achievements in Alistair Cook's name. And he will always be regarded as someone who was an amazing batsman with a sound technique, and someone who was difficult to dislodge, and someone who had amazing divine powers of concentration and patience, amazingly patient, and who someone who was an absolute gentleman on and off the field, and was highly respected all around the world, not just for his batting, but the way he carried himself. Of all English players that I can think of, he's definitely the most well behaved cricketer that I can think of, and everyone had immense respect for Alistair Cook, the way he handled himself on and off the field. An amazing batsman, one of the best batsmen in the history of cricket, but also an absolute gentleman who always kept the spirit of cricket high and played cricket in the right spirit. I just want to say thank you so much to Alistair Cook for all your achievements. You have been an absolute inspiration to cricketers, being the youngest player to score 12,000 runs from 6,000, and for being such a modest, humble person, and who has shown that success has nothing to do with how you behave on and off the field, and for showing amazing respect to everyone, and for keeping the spirit of cricket so high. You will always be a huge inspiration for cricketers from all around the world, upcoming cricketers, and you have been a really true role model for all cricketers. Thank you so much. Congratulations on all your achievements, and thank you so much for all the great memories, for the inspiration you have given to everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Do watch my videos, and please keep supporting me. Thank you so much to everyone who supports me, and you're all in my prayers all the time. Thank you, everyone. And once again, I just want to say condolences to everyone, Kashmir victims, and I just want to say that India will always be one, and India will always be strong, and India will never be broken. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Jai Hind.